What's up? Welcome back to the Black Family Business Show. I'm your host, Malcolm. Thank you for joining me here today. So if I sound a little weird, I'm a little under the weather, but bear with me, all right? So this topic I wanted to talk about because I thought it was a great example of how, you can block your blessings as a business owner, how you can be short-sighted as a business owner, and how a true example of somebody not being ready for the happening, as I've spoken about in earlier episodes. And the happening is when, my dad liked to say it, you are grinding for your business and something happens to where you get the exposure that you want or you get the influx of customers that you want and you're not ready for the moment. So this episode, we're going to be talking about a woman out of Dallas who is the food truck owner of Sweetly Seasoned, all right? It's a food trailer and catering company. The mom owns it, son works for her, so it's family run. And this happened when Keith Lee showed up to their food truck after, they campaigned to get him over there. He had the food, had a great experience with the food, gave the food a 5-star rating on his TikTok, which we know is, or if people who don't know, he is a TikToker who came into prominence for reviewing people's restaurants' food, giving them a lot of traffic, help with their marketing and stuff like that. So these people at Sweetly Seasoned, they wanted the same effect. He got them there. He got there, had a great experience, said the food was great, left a $4,800 tip, okay? Now, this is where it gets a little controversial, right? So he left a $4,800 tip. He asked that she could give out free food for the people that were there. She asked that she give the owner, Chef Kim, I believe, a $1,000 tip for the barber so he can give out free haircuts, and $1,000 for the hair braider so she can give out free, so she can do free hairstyles, okay? What happened afterwards is why we're talking today, okay? So what happened afterwards was the woman, Chef Kim, wound up just basically keeping all of the money, right? So she gave some money to her son and said, divvy it up how you feel it, because apparently the barber, the hair braider, and some of the other workers weren't technically on her staff. So she felt like they're not with me. I shouldn't have to give out this money to those people. Now, what happened was one of the people that were helping her out that day had a platform herself, and she exposed this whole thing, right? And the reason why I say you can block your blessings, right, is because I'm sure this woman had, needed, foot traffic to her establishment. And now Keith Lee gives your restaurant, your food truck a shining review, 5 stars, tells people to go out there. And then now the opposite happens, right? So you would have a bunch of people coming out, and now the opposite effect happens because you only can see that $4,000 or that $4,800 in front of you. You don't see the lasting effect, which can help your business in the long run. So what I'm going to show you is a clip that from me and my dad when we do our Urban X podcast. We talked about this in detail, and we also just talked about business in general and why, how sometimes these things happen and, what can come of it. So check it out. So you want to because we were talking about TikTok, you want to talk about, what was going on in the streets of TikTok? Yeah, sure. Let's I was given word this morning by my lady who was also a TikTok head. Something was going down with the viral star, Keith Lee. So I'm like, damn, what happened? But it wasn't what he did. It was with the person that he helped out there, okay? So this was in Dallas, he went to a food truck, helped this lady out, ordered some food, loved it, gave a $5,000 tip, yes. Right? And on video, you can hear him say, give money to the barber, because there was somebody cutting hair, he was like, give money to the barber. He gave her directions on what to do with the money. Now, you can't control what somebody does with the money, but what she did was kind of foul.
Yes.
Right? She just kept all the money.
Yes.
Right? And then she said she gave some money to her son, and because those rest of the people who were helping her, weren't like a part of her staff, she was like, I don't know them, they're not with me. Those are my friend, my son's people, and he could hand out the money how he sees fit, and she only gave him like $1,000.
Not only that, he gave $4,000 for the tips. He gave an additional $1,000 or close to it and said, give out free meals.
Food, yes.
for the day.
Yes.
She gave out 3 meals while he was there.
Yeah. He got back in the car.
He got back in the car.
He gone?
He gone, and then she
All right,
starts
single file.
single file. She
Cards
started
out.
selling meals again. And so that's a unique way of showing how you block your own blessing.
Yeah, and very, very short-sighted thinking on her because right now she's on the internet doubling and tripling down.
She's tripling down on it.
Like, this is like, I don't care. Like, they wasn't with me. There's my son's peoples, and I don't know them. And he was only giving out haircuts for it. He think he gonna get $1,000, even though Keith Lee said, "Yo, give him $1,000." Like,
Yes.
Right?
Keith Lee was sending out a blessing.
Yes.
This is how he stays blessed. You know what I mean? And so what she didn't realize is the money is a currency. It is a energy. And how it flows, you either block the energy, stop gap, put a rubber block in between where the conductor of the energy or wood doesn't connect, or it connects and keeps moving. And so what she demonstrated in her mind, but it also goes to tell you, in her mind, that was a lot of money.
Yes.
And so therefore, she thought this was her come up and didn't realize it was her knockdown,
Yes.
so to speak.
Because now what's going to happen is this situation goes viral, and now we know your business, your food truck, as the lady who did her Workers Grind.
Because just as fast as the good news spread, the bad news spread twice as fast.
Exactly.
And so now, when I'm in Dallas, remind me
Not to
don't
go
stop
there.
by
Not to go there.
that lady's food truck, because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get that
But yo, so
shit on my hands.
when I
that
when I
bullshit.
saw that, and I was watching a few people talk about it, people from Dallas and stuff, because the girl who kind of like exposed this, she has her own platform as well, like her own followers as well.
Right.
So you never first you never know who you do Grammy, right?
Yes.
Because you could do somebody fire that has a big platform to put you on blast.
Right.
And then two, it just reminds me of how a lot of black businesses, black partnerships break down over something as couple $1,000s.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Like you thinking like, it's never gonna get more than this, so I gotta get mine now.
Yes.
And then run over who I need to run over in the process, and not thinking like, yo, this is groundworks for something.
Yeah. With the work he does, and I appreciate it because he doesn't go into the stores. He sends people in. He wants an honest review of your service, how we treat people, and of course, the quality of the food and the quality of service. That's why we here at Urban X pride ourselves in service.
Absolutely.
Right? You order something, you're going
get
to
it.
get what you ordered. If there's a problem, we take care of it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? At all cost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's important, and we learned that early on. You know what I mean? Because I'm not after your money, I'm after your business.
Facts.
Right? I want to create these relationships with you. And how many times black people open up a store and the prices are sky high?
Yeah.
Like $8 for Captain Crunch? God damn.
Yeah.
Right? Because they try to get all their money back in one shot.
Yeah.
Because our understanding of how this thing works, it'll be 5 years in a normal brick and mortar business before you make a profit.
Yep.
Doesn't mean you can't make book, which means everybody's getting paid, but we're treading. And in that 5 years, you learning ups, downs. You're building a camaraderie with the community. They know you're gonna be here, and then it pops off.
And what happens is, especially now, social media era, right? So when we think about starting a business, this is what I've noticed in people. They are excited for like a couple moments. The launch moment.
That's a big moment.
That's a real big moment. You getting all the dopamine hits. You
Yes.
getting all the praise
You
online
proud,
and stuff
your
like
family's
that.
proud of you.
Everybody's liking the gram and stuff like that. And then once they like launch like a new product, whatever that is, but there's mad space in between that people just kind of. I don't think they just don't think about. There's space. There's days where you just answering emails. There's days where you just packing orders. You're just printing out labels. You're just sending.
There's days ain't no money coming in.
There's days nothing is happening, and you have to be okay with that. You kind of have to just plow through it.
Because me as a businessman, I've looked around here and it's only 3 of us.
Bro.
And I'm like, who can we cut?
We got expenses.
We got somebody. Malcolm is my son.
You know what I mean?
But damn, Mama thought that's my late. One of you. And then they conspiring. Yo, he old, he's sick.
He's sleeping. Like, he just
all
took a
the time.
nap.
He just took a nap. Nigga go down for another nap. So they trying to cut me. And, you know, until the money come back in and we go, all right, everybody huddle up. Everybody can pay their bill.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and people don't understand those moments in the business that require a lot. And last note on this, if I give you my money,
Yeah.
now nigga, I don't play with my money. You said you wanted 1,000. I'ma invest 1,000. I'm expecting my 1,000 back right away.
Yeah, that's another
And my
thing.
1,000 don't come back right away, and you start telling me stories. Cause what happened is, listen, shit, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So, you know, I've had a nigga give me $25 and like, look, I'm saying, cause you don't give me a speech with $25, man. It's $25.
Yeah.
Just keep it, man.
Yeah.
God damn. So, you know, it gets real crazy. But again, a lot of our people don't understand business and they watching these influencers.
That too.
Who come
yo.
out, who walk off a rented jet talking about, because you know, if you just apply yourself, like,
we got the same 24 hours.
we got the same 24 hours. Dude, let me tell you all the shit I done did. I'm up. And you're like, God damn, you see that up? Then you realize this nigga's not that up.
Yeah.
You know? So don't listen to these grifters telling you all these amazing stories and shit.
Yo, it can be boring. It can be frustrating. It be all of that. But it's just like you, and a lot of people don't realize that sometimes when you start a business, people do it. They have a job. I hate my job. I'm gonna start a business.
Right.
That becomes your job now.
Yes.
That's-
You open up a store, and now you don't have the 3 weeks or 4 weeks vacation.
Who gonna watch your store?
That the post office gave you and shit, and your benefits is down. You in the store all day. Now you hate the store.
You hate your customers.
You hate your what,
Like,
lady?
yo, lady,
what?
you come in, ask what's the price of this same
Every single
milk
day.
every day. You know how much it
You
is,
know
lady.
how much it costs. God damn it.
Yeah, man.
And you should stop playing these lottos because you never win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a few.
Yeah.
And so you wind up hating the one thing that you thought you aspired
Right.
to love. So be careful and make sure whatever you get into, that there's a love and there's an understanding that it may not always be
I hope you enjoyed that. I think this is a very cautionary tale for people. Sometimes you might want these things, you might want to have all the exposure, but if you cannot handle it, logistically, if you can't handle all the orders, and mentally, if you can't handle the newfound success or just some money that comes into you, you think that's the only thing that you're ever gonna get in business, sometimes you have to think long past that as well, right? So I thought this was a great example of what not to do and the opposite effects of what the Keith Lee and going viral can do for you, because now I'm hearing reports that she can barely get people to her establishment as a result of the negative press that she's getting. And we don't want that for your business. We don't want that for her. I'm sorry this had to happen to her. But I think it's a lesson going forward for her. It's an expensive lesson. It's going to be a tough one, but I do think she can recover from this. And I am bringing this to you now so you can avoid even making this mistake, all right? So with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Also, if you are trying to start your own family business, if you want to learn how to build an audience, things like that, I have free courses available for you. All you have to do is go to blackfamilybiz.com and with an email and your name, and that's it. You can have free access to these premium courses, and then, be on my email list, and I can continue to provide some value for you. All right? Peace.